Hello, family. Welcome to another episode where we talk about trending news and we talk about the hottest topics on social media. So, as you can already tell from the title of this video, we want to look at some celebrity reactions to the alleged domestic violence case involving popular actress Regina Daniels and her politician husband, Senator NWOKO. So, we are going to be taking some celebrity reactions, but before we look into that, I need to give some background knowledge just in case you're new to the story. This news started trending on social media on 18th of October 2025 when this video on your screen started trending online. The caption of the video states that Senator Ned Nwoko allegedly sent thugs to beat up his last wife, Regina Daniels, and her brother after a serious argument in his house. So after some back and forth online, I read different blogs online, and what I was able to gather was that there was an argument between Regina Daniels and her husband in his house as regarding their son who is sick, and her husband was asking that Regina Daniels should take their son to the hospital, but I guess she didn't want to. So that was how the argument started, and some reports online states that Prince Ned allegedly slapped Regina Daniels first, and after slapping her, she got angry and she started breaking stuffs. She allegedly started breaking stuffs. She broke his Ferrari glass, broke the windows, broke tables, slapped some of the staffs, and all of that. Like, a lot of reports online. But, anyways, after all of that altercation in his house, the report online states that Regina was trying to make her way to somewhere else to spend the night with her brother. So I think she was going to an hotel or maybe another house to spend the night. And on their way out, Prince Ned allegedly sent thugs to attack them and beat them up. And while this video was trending online, Regina's brother was also posting on his Insta stories, which actually went further to confirm that this news might be true. And after a while, Prince Ned Nwoko also published a response on his page, and I'm going to be reading what he wrote. He said, Regina's unprovoked carnage and rampage in my house and in my absence. Regina was not always like this. Her current battle with drugs and alcohol abuse is the root of our problem. She must continue her rehabilitation program, or I fear for her life and safety. Now she has moved to a place where she will have unrestricted access to drugs. I have other wives, and none will ever accuse me of violence. Regina is the violent one here, slapping and hitting 3 staff in the past 48 hours and destroying property, including cars and windows, for no just cause. The truth is, I have set a clear condition for her to accept rehab in Asokoro or outside Nigeria, especially Jordan, where she will not have access to drugs. A clear-headed Regina would have taken Moon to the hospital, but instead she even threatened to kill our resident nurse for exposing her drug abuse. While I took Moon to the hospital, a scene of chaos unfolded at home, orchestrated by Sammy, Regina's main drug supplier. Another known supplier of drugs to Regina is the tiny evil devil called Anne. Now, people are asking, who is Anne? And a lot of people are suspecting that Anne is Annie Dibia. We know that recently Annie Dibia and Regina Daniels have been friends. They've been rolling together, going out together, posting stuffs on social media, doing stuffs together. So people are actually suspecting that the Anne is talking about is Annie Dibia. And we know Annie Dibia has had some accusations about drugs in the past. But anyways, that's going to be a topic for another day. In this video, we want to take a look at some celebrity reactions. So some popular Nollywood actors have taken to their social media page to react to this story, guys. And we're going to be taking this reaction from popular actress and movie producer Yvonne Jegede. Let's listen to what she has to say.
You see, you people on this internet, you people cannot even be real. You people can't be real. A young girl has come out to cry for help, that she is being violated in her home. And the first thing that you people would think of is, are you not married to a rich man? If she was married to a poor man and the man is beating her, would that make a difference? No, I'm asking you people. Would that make a difference? Or maybe if she was married to a single guy who never was married before, and the guy is still bitter, because we know people who are single who are beating their wives. There's a video of a woman who came out recently that she just had a baby, and is it 4 days later the man beat her till whatever happened, and the police came to rescue her. The guy didn't have money, he didn't have other wives, but he was beating his wife who just had a baby. So if that was Regina's case, maybe you guys would have been feeling sorry for her, that, oh, poor man is beating her. Is that what it is? You people just like bad news. You people just like Sokuso. You people just like bad news. And all those senior colleagues of hers that will be say them play her mama years ago. Una play in mother for film years ago. Una dey now, don't they laugh for internet. Shame on una. Everybody has a story. All of us will have a story. And it doesn't matter where or how, we all have a story, and one way or the other we are intertwined, we're connected, we are one. So to stand up now and you are laughing at somebody just because her story has gone the other way, you think you are better. And I know all of you will come for me and say, is that not what she's all about? Single mother, and she's the one that is holding the mantra for single parents. I don't care. My own is that once violence is involved, I will not sugarcoat it. I will tell you to leave. Be it a woman, be it a man. Because even some women get agitated so much and they get violence. Oga, I'm not one of those people that come and say, are you not a man? Can't you man up and do? Bros, you carry your bag for your own health, mental health. You pick your bag and you go. You not keep person. It is better for you to live to tell the story than for you to stay and die. That's the point I'm trying to make. There are young people who beat their wives. It doesn't even matter if the man is in his 60s. There are people who have never married before, have married once in their lifetime, and they use beating to come out the woman, shift the woman's face, go the other side. Does that make it better? Because if the man was poor or the man was so younger, would that make it any better? Would it? You guys should make me understand. Maybe I'm not getting it. Maybe you should make me understand. Because shame on all these, especially her colleagues that are there now gloating. Oh, sure. Is your story any better? Is your story any better? Me, they don't.
So this is not the first time we'll be saying this. Like, it has been said several times. Before we even start talking about who is right, who is wrong, who slapped her first, did she break the car, did he do this, did she do that? First of all, she has to leave. So we also want to take this reaction from popular Nollywood actress. Well, the Gen Zs might not know her. She's an actress. She's a Nollywood actress. She used to grace our screens in the 90s and in the early 2000s. Her name is Regina.
If I recall, in 2021, you did the same shit with Laila Charani, your Moroccan wife. The point she said she was done, she moved her things and went to Morocco. You took 2 of her kids, leaving the little one at hand, and she went back to Morocco. She struggled, attempted modeling and everything, then came back. I'm sure they cajoled her into apologizing. I don't blame them. You married these young, impressionable, vulnerable children whose parents decide to sell them at the altar of an old man like you because of money, because there's really nothing fanciable about you outside of your money. You take these little girls, you marry them. All of a sudden, when they turn 20 something, they start acting their age, or they begin to register displeasure with how you're treating them, allegedly in your home. You come out, you call them drug addicts, you call them prostitutes, you say they're sleeping with other men. Whereas you do the same thing with a whole lot of shenanigans going on. I'm no fan of Regina Daniels. In short, I don't blame that little girl. I blame her stupid mother, who sold her innocent child at the altar of an old ancient of days because of money. This is the kind of society we live. So I will ask the Nigerian government, if this little girl is accusing a lawmaker of domestic violence, I think it's time the federal government looks into it. If it means Senator Ned stepping aside until a proper investigation is done into this domestic violence, because it's not just because it's a marital issue. He's a state senator. The brother just alleged him hitting the girl with a gun. Those are huge. And him coming out to claim that the girl is a drug addict, and he knows her dealer, I think is another crime. That under your roof as a senator, your wife and her siblings are peddling drug and you did not report them to the authority. You are an irresponsible man to even put out search about your wife. That's what you do to little girls you marry. When you give them money, you lure them in, you put a chokehold on them so that by the time they decide to leave you, they have nothing to fall back other than to come back to you because of Stockholm Syndrome. And let me say this to every Nigerian man. Don't go and marry a child and expect her to not act like a child. Where I live, when a 60-something-year-old man begins to court a 16-year-old girl, it is termed pedophilia. These men are good at preying and grooming these young girls. In Regina's own case, her mother sold her to you for money. A young, beautiful, brilliant girl. So she was given to you whole, but you're sending her back to the society, tagging her a drug addict.
Talking about Regina's mom forcing her into this marriage, guys, Regina has said it before that her mom did not force her into the marriage. And one thing I want to make us understand is that no court, no agency is going to hold what people are saying on social media above what the person in question is saying. Because I remember her making a post stating clearly that her mom was even against the marriage at first. Yes, that was what Regina said. She said initially from the beginning, when she wanted to marry Prince NWOKO, that her mom was against it at first, but that she had to convince her mom and told her mom that she loves him and all of that stuff. And then her mom later agreed for them to get married. Now, if that is what Regina is saying, then to me, I don't see any reason why anybody should be coming up and saying her mom forced her, and all of that. But anyways, and if Regina doesn't also agree to the fact that she's been abused, this is not the first time a similar case is happening. Although this one is more serious because there are video evidences here and there and all of that. But I remember something similar happened some time ago, and Regina came up later and debunked it and was like, we should disregard everything that was said. You know, she's enjoying her marriage. Her husband is the best husband in the world and all of that. If Regina comes out again to say stuffs like that, then there is no case. There is no case. If the victim is not accusing the villain of anything, then you don't have a case. The court can't do anything. Nothing can be done about it. So Regina has to agree that she's a victim of domestic violence. She has to be ready to take up the case before anything can be done about it. And also the accusation of her taking drugs, I am really hoping that that is not true. I'm really hoping that is not true. But anyways, if that is true, then she really, really, really needs help. And I hope that her mom and her close friends who mean well will be there to help her. So that's my 2 cents about it. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Here we talk about trending news, trending event, trending personalities, everything trending. So drop your thoughts and opinions with me in the comment section below. I'll be waiting to read your comments. I'll see you in my next one. Bye for now.